Southern Soul, ETLFM.com radio.
But they're really an enemy.
I am Earl the Pearl. Welcome to the Bad Girl the Blues. Tina Brown, how you doing? Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the Bad Girl of the Blues. Tina Brown. Hi, Tina.
How you doing?
Woo! Doing good, lady.
Yeah, I'm just so excited about this show. You know, I'm excited about all my shows and all these wonderful artists that we bring on our platform.
Yes.
But this artist right here, his voice is so soulful, and I fell in love with his voice when I first heard him. So I want to welcome all the people out there in the radio world and the audience. I want you to welcome Anthony Q. Welcome to the show.
Welcome to Southern Soul, ETLFM.com radio.
What's going on, man? Thank y'all for having me.
Yeah, I just want to ask you one question, Anthony. How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. I won't complain at all. You understand me? I'm blessed.
Exactly. You are blessed. You know, you are totally blessed with your voice because the first time I met you, I know you were on social media. And you blew up on social media. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am. Most definitely. That's exactly where I blew up at. Right. I think the first place I went viral on was on TikTok.
Oh wow! TikTok is a very powerful platform now.
Yes, ma'am. It is.
Yeah, and the first time, you probably won't remember, I met you. You came to Hopkinsville, Kentucky, and I met you up there. Had another artist named Chad. He's Big Chad Reed. He's from Clarksville. You opened up the show, and I was there as one of the special guests.
Yeah, I'm familiar with. I remember meeting you, and I definitely remember meeting Big Chad Reed. Yeah.
Okay. That's the first time I met you, and I heard your music before, and I said, this young man is just powerful and amazing, and you're a storyteller, and I noticed that about your page, because I follow you as well. You have a lot of stories to talk about and to tell. I noticed that.
Yes, ma'am. Bobby Womack's daughter messaged me one time and said, I remind her a lot of her father. So, you know what I mean? All the stories I tell are definitely true, not fabricated. It's just my life, thinking that I'm experiencing in real time or have experienced. So I just try to put that through the music. It helps people feel it a lot more, too, when they understand where it comes from.
And it really does. You're a great storyteller. Actually, you could write a book one day because you write good stories, and people will listen and buy your book. Yeah, and I know you now. You're part of the industry. I mean, are you? One more question. Where are you from initially? Are you from Memphis, or where are you initially from?
Yes, that's right. I'm essentially from Memphis. I was born, moved around with my mother because she was in the service. Yeah, man, I'm a Memphis boy. Got Mississippi roots. My family from Greenwood.
Okay, well, thinking my first service. Okay.
Yeah. She was in the Army for about 13 years. My stepfather was in the service for 11 years.
Okay, well, I have a lot in common with your parents. I'm ex-military too. How you doing?
Yeah.
I want to move.
Thank you.
Yeah, wow. I noticed too. You got a label now. I know you were a label before. Who were you with before? I think you were 901 now. I think.
Yeah, I'm with 901 Music Group. Man. Yeah, that's more.
Yeah.
More like I would say it's more like my family, man. We're growing together. They're new. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The people that I was with before, I wasn't really with a label, but I had a situation with Hitmaker Distribution. That's a distribution company under Black Noise on a record label, and I had a situation with them that didn't really pan out how I wanted. But the situation with 901, we're growing together, so it's different, But we have these bumps and bruises, but it's more family oriented. You know what I mean? Even when there's any type of discord, man, we still handle it internally. We deal well with each other, and we get the job done. You know what I mean? Through ups and downs. Whereas with the other situation, it just was a strong disconnect. You know what I mean? But like I said, that's another tale for another tape, I guess.
Exactly. The business, why people don't understand the new artists coming in, they don't understand the business part of it, how you got to know what you're doing, who you're dealing with, because you easily get bamboozled in this game. I mean, isn't that correct?
Yeah. Like I said, I've dealt with it. You know what I mean? one of the things that I tell, artists that's coming up now, and I just like, look, you got to be accountable though, right? You got to be accountable for your yeses, accountable for your no's, because there's a lot of politics within the industry. Again, I don't know if that's in the industry. I'm in it, but I don't know if being actually a part of it is my calling. But, I just try to keep God first and just stay true to my morals, you know what I mean? And understand that, everybody doesn't have to be in alignment with you and just protect yourself from a legal standpoint and move forward from there. You know what I mean? Other than
and
that,
that's correct.
This game could be hard. You know what I mean? It could take you down through there, Juliet.
It can take you down through there for sure, and you can lose a lot of money in it too if you don't know who you give your money to. Let me tell you, I've been there, done it, so I know. I've been there.
Oh yeah, yes ma'am.
Yeah, I was checking out your Facebook. You got over 2 million followers on one of your Facebook pages. I'm like, that's amazing. That's one thing. You got fans that support you.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like I remember the first 2 years. Everything was like a slow crawl. And then it seemed like year 3, even after going viral, man, like my page is just, they did what they did, man. Like I said, it's, I don't take nothing for granted. Any situation that wasn't for me, I knew it wasn't for me. But everything else, like, man, just staying true, staying humble, and staying true to self, man. It worked out. It's working out in my favor, and I'm blessed beyond measure for it.
Yeah, exactly. I noticed too. You work with you collab with a lot of people, but I noticed you got a couple of gentlemen that work with you. They got wonderful voices as well. Are they part of your team, or they're or their own individual artists? Because I noticed they do with you.
Oh man, my brother, French Steve, he's been with me since day one. Soulful Scony is, man. When you get a chance to meet him, he has one of the most. Both of them, like they both have very vibrant spirits. I tell Prestige everybody he meets is his best friend. Soulful Scony, he's a little more mild mannered, but man, and these are grown men we're talking about, man. But man, they're true, they're genuine, and they're, man, really. I hate to use the word because we're all grown men, but man, they're real sweethearts, man. Got a big heart, man. Man, and they're super nice, super talented as well. I can't wait for them to just have their own moment, right? And the world catch on to them like they have me, because, man, Soulful Scony is a crazy writer. He's responsible for writing Still Here. He wrote the whole record of Still Here, which is one of my most, prominent records. You know what I mean? It's one of my most influential records. If we're talking about my record, so and Prestige, like I said, he's been with me since day one. He has a lot of background vocals on a lot of my major records, from Fake Ish to Cut Ties, Leaving My Soul. He's been with me since day one. So those guys are like my brothers.
Yeah, I noticed that. I want to call you the content king because you have a lot of content. Where do you get all the creativity from? I'm like, wow.
On one, having a military mother, right? You can never stop working. And I hate to, double conundrum there when you say content, right? Can't be content either, right? Sometimes you look up and you're like, oh, I got 2 million followers, right? And it's like, oh, I got it figured out. Well, no, you know what I mean? Like, you can never be satisfied. I have a relationship, that I was able to have and be alongside Country Wayne and watch him work for a little bit. And, man, that man never stops working, and the people around him never stop working. And so, even though you feel like you've seen a certain level of success, man, I don't care what I got to do. If I got to prop the phone up on a column outside my house, right, wedge it in the window of my car, however I got to do it to, man, just make some content. A lot of times it's just boredom. I sit there like, oh, man, let me get up and do some content today, and that's just how it works.
And you do. I mean, you're amazing at it. I just want to tell you, you're teaching me, and I've been in the game for a long time. You're teaching me that social media side of watching artists like you, your younger artists, how y'all do your content. I'm learning from y'all game and getting up in the game. So, but I noticed you got your daughter Lulu involved to the game, and she is so cute.
Yes, man, Lulu's man. I tell everybody that's my sweetheart, man. She is the nicest, most vibrant child. You know what I mean? I ever met, as well as the children I got, man. But she's not afraid of the camera. actually have a daughter named Andrea who she sings really well, and Lulu tries her best to sound like her sister, right? But her sister doesn't really want to be. She wants to sing, but she's interested in K-pop music. But my daughter Lulu, like she wants to be around me. She wants to be, and so we created her a YouTube channel, and we'll start to spring that onto social media and things of that nature, so she can just have her own content. You know what I mean? So yeah, Lulu's special, and you know what I mean, and she also hasn't met a person she doesn't like.
Yeah, okay, because she is so cute, and she seems like she's a natural when she work with you. It's just like a natural thing with you and her, and the camaraderie together you have is amazing.
Yeah, that's my baby, and everything, like even on the videos, is true to form. That's who she is. She's definitely pleased, and can we walk that walk? Can I stay with you? You know what I mean? And so
yeah,
but it feels good to be to know that my daughter wants me like that and cares about me like that. It always drives me to do. I also had I get my supporters. They look out for her. I had somebody buy Lulu, a lot of clothes to go back to school. You know what I mean? Like, I get a lot.
Wow.
Yeah, Lulu gets a lot of support. You know what I mean? It's better than I get. That's for sure.
Yeah, she's her own celebrity. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. Keep on doing what you're doing and keep pushing her because she seems to enjoy it.
Oh, yes, she
One
does.
thing about now, I'm looking forward to you coming to Clarksville. You coming to my area. I can't wait till you come to Clarksville.
Oh, no, I can't wait. I can't wait. When it got rescheduled, when that rained, it broke my heart. But I'm excited. It's all in God's time, and so I'm excited to get there. You know what I mean? To come down there, it's going to be a crazy show. It's going to be good vibes.
It is.
Good energy as well.
It is. And let me tell you, I've been up here pushing that show. Let me tell you, I've been pushing it. So it's going to be an amazing crowd to come see y'all perform and do what you do. It's a nice venue. So I'm just really looking forward to meeting you as well again and networking with you as well. I met your manager. I want to talk to him.
Oh, yeah. So nice, a good guy.
Yeah, he told me you're trying to come to town, Clarksville. I think about a week or so ago, you want to do some content with some soldiers. And he called me that morning. I was rounding up, calling people, trying to see who I could get, trying to put the boots on the ground to do your content for you when you came to Clarksville. And he told me I guess you had to go another direction. But let me tell you, I was about my business. I was going to help you out, brother. I had you.
Yeah, he told me. He told me, like, hey, you want to get it done, you got to call Miss Tina Brown. Know what he said? So
yeah.
He said,
it's going down.
For sure.
Yeah, so we're all excited about that and about all the, and I see how many more shows y'all got. I know you're going to be traveling around doing this show.
So I don't know how many we're going to have after this. I know they're working on some. I've been kind of busy trying to work on my album and trying to work on some new music with Soulful Sony and Prestige as well. So I let them tell it, and then let them tell me where I'm going next, and I'm just gonna show up. You know what I mean? Like, and we're gonna do our thing.
Okay, well, that's good. Yeah, I met the promoters and stuff. Good people. They seemed and they came to Clarksville. I met with them, and look, it's gonna be a good team. That you got a good team working with you, and that's very important in this game.
No, for sure, it is. It is. No, for sure, it is.
Yeah, you got anybody maybe out there who you want to collab with? I know you collab with a few people. Anybody out there you thinking about maybe doing work with?
Let me see. So, I'm crazy about LPJ. One of them, you know what I mean? And we have talked, you know what I mean? We just got to put something together. Who else? I messaged Calvin Richardson earlier. I'm a big fan of him. I grew up listening to him, you know what I mean? Super big fan of him. Of course, I got a relationship with a lot of people that, man, I wouldn't mind records with. I got a record with Young Guy, but I definitely wouldn't mind getting another with him. My sister Cicely. Me and Tony Yomani, we talk all the time. I'm supposed to have one coming with Sir Charles. I've been just trying to, I tell people, everybody kind of thinks that I'll tell her take cheesy. I was telling everybody kind of thinks I'm just, kind of offset, kind of off to myself. But it's just because I'm always working and doing content, you know what I mean? But I'm super talkative and, you know what I mean? If you can get me to open up to you, I talk your ear all right to the floor.
I bet you would too. I see with all that content. I know you have a lot to talk about. But you know what? I'm going to tell you something. when I heard your voice, I would love to collab with you and do a blues song with you because I'm a blues artist.
Oh, come on. That's what I love. Let's do it. You know what I mean? But there ain't nothing to it but to do it. So let's put it together.
Yeah, we got to do that. And you got that old school, you're a young cat, but you got that old soulful spirit, that old soulful kind of sound. And I'm a blues singer. I think us together, it'll be a marriage on record, honey. We'll tear it up.
Oh, come on. I'm telling you. Hey, listen, get me excited. We do some content to it and everything.
Exactly. I'll come to Memphis, honey, or wherever you at. I'll come outside. I don't care.
Oh, yeah. I'm close. I'm a little close. I'm in Georgia. I'm in Gwinnett County.
Oh, you're in Georgia.
So
okay.
Yeah, well, yeah. I'm a little closer than we're about the same, about Memphis the same.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'll come to Georgia, honey. But, yeah, I would love to work with you and that blues because that's the element I think is missing out there in Southern Soul is that blues. And a lot of people they don't seem to want to cross back over to that. But everything came from the blues.
Oh, I love
back
the
home.
blues. I love the blues. I have to tell people all the time, like, I think that Southern Soul is growing a lot, and a lot of artists have found a way, including me, right? Like, it's no shot at any artist in particular, but, you get in where you fit in, right? And so there are a lot of artists that essentially are like, hey, I can come over here. And so I tell a lot of people that if you really, really do music and you really, have a true passion for it, you might want to look at doing the blues, right? Because the blues is a lot harder to sing as well because it's it has a different type of tenor, different type of tone, and like me, like I said, I love the blues, right? Like, we talk about that's where the true R&B originated from, you know what I mean? So I would love to do a blues record, you know what I mean? And then we do some content to it and make the world catch back on too.
Exactly. You gotta, and like I said, I've been in the blues for a long time. I came from the Denise style, so I've been out in the game for some years. But, they have the blues, but it seems like it's being kind of shifted in a different direction. A lot of the Caucasian people are more prone to listen to blues and coming out because they're the ones doing the blues more than what we are doing. We're not really doing it like we should no more. It's like we're going to Southern Soul, other things. So we need to kind of recapture our essence and bring that blues back and bring it back home. And somebody like you, young like you, and with your following, and somebody old school like me, shoot, we'll bring it back, honey. Bring it back home.
Oh, man, I'm telling you. I know I said, all we got to do is put it together and watch the world go crazy for it. I'm telling you.
Exactly. I'm just so excited. I'm so excited talking to you. What up and coming shows you have coming up besides Clarksville?
So I got one August 8th at the amphitheater in Memphis. I'll also be in Minnesota on the 27th.
Okay.
I think, and I have one October the 3rd back in Holly Springs. You know what I mean? Other than that, though, we're pushing as far as we're pushing that August the 22nd. Though that's fair. So it's gonna be big. I'm waiting on it. I've been super excited. Clarksville been super excited about it. So I can't wait.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Clarksville can't wait to see you and all the other artists come in, and we're gonna kill. I'm gonna open the show. I'm gonna get there, take a tail feather a little bit, get the show going for y'all, and we're gonna do what we do in Clarksville.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. Earl, you got any questions you want to ask this young man right here?
Of course, we just would like to know what were your earlier influences, Q.
So I'm gonna tell y'all, what's crazy? I remember I ended up meeting a guy by the name of Desmond, he goes by Snake, which is one of King George's closest friends. At the time when he met me, I was teetering really closely to like hip hop singing, and it was because I was a fan of now deceased O3. So a lot of that's how you get records like Cut Ties and things like that, because that's me being from Memphis, that's the type of music that we kind of seem to cling to. But if you're talking about even in going back into my younger years, I've always been a fan of David Ruffin. I've always been a fan of the OJs.
I can see that.
And so just that it's that sound that it seems to live forever. And I really, as much as I love David Ruffin, as much as I love the Temptations, I tell anybody, if you don't know, you really should listen to like the OJ's top 10 songs. They didn't make a bad record at all.
No.
At all. Like, I mean, all they made was hits. And I know they're legends to us now, but I still feel like people don't talk about the OJs enough. But man, they were on point, man, for real, man. I'm talking about
they're a beast.
Oh, yeah, so like I really, to this day, I still listen to the OJs a lot. I mean, I can't even just name them all. Like, I listen to pretty much, I will ride the highway and listen to the OJs.
I can see that could be Earl, why that could be his early influence, because he has that old school soulful tone like the OJs, Eddie Levert and that kind of that soulful, like I'll reach and grab somebody.
Yeah, man, I'm crazy about him.
In the singer circles, we call it that
I can
hard
see that.
Second, and hard high second. Tenor.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes, I can see that. So I'm so glad we have artists like you, young artists like you, still keeping that soulful music coming and still going. So it won't be forgotten. You're still keeping that flavor going with that voice of yours, and I just want to thank you. I thank you for being in the game, actually.
No, I thank you for supporting what I got going on. Anytime somebody's showing me love and genuinely want to see me, keep pushing forward, man, it's definitely appreciated. You don't get it always, but we try not to complain about the people that don't, right? And appreciate the people that do. So I definitely appreciate you all for having me on. You know what I mean? Like, again, like it doesn't happen a lot. And what people don't know, y'all don't have to do it at all. And so anytime y'all choose to do it, man, it's a blessing. And I definitely appreciate y'all for it. So I talked about it. Right now, me being a social media guy, I deal with a lot of scammers and things of that nature. So a lot of times I get a lot of women who pull up on me and they think they already have an established relationship with me, man. And sometimes they get frustrated because that can be dangerous, right? You got a woman who feel like she's been talking to me online for months or however long period of time, and now I'm looking at her like, who are you? She looking at me like, you know who I am? I'm looking at her like, I know I don't know you. And so it can, at first it didn't bother me, and I try my best to just, not just ignore it, but try to explain it to people. But like, man, when I tell you, I've had one lady be scammed out of like $60,000. I've had another lady who pretty much gave her credit card information out. I've had numerous of fans get scammed out of $400 or $500. One woman said she's been in a relationship with me, man, for about a year, and I've never met her, but had my kids in her profile picture on Facebook. Like it was. Oh wow. It's been to the point where it can get kind of frustrating. But like I said, it was a point in time 4 years ago, nobody knew my name, right? And so,
true.
I guess, you got to learn to take the good with the bad and understand that too much of anything can be bad.
Exactly.
So that's all good.
That's crazy because Jeter Jones, he's a good friend of mine. He got a page, they call it scam, they call it fake Jeter. Because Jeter got so many fake wives out there, girlfriends that he don't even know about because of the scammers. It's just crazy. And I didn't know they had this kind of scamming going on. Right now, I ain't got no scammers, so I'm good. I'm like single, and anybody trying to scam me, I guess they don't want to get with Tina Brown, so they don't want to scam me. But that's all right. But
watch out.
But you can tell when you're doing it because
now I'm telling you what, man. I'm telling you what, man. You get around me long enough, they gonna make us. My mama has fake pages and all.
What? Oh my God.
Yeah, man.
Well, wow. But like I said, when you're out there like that and the star, that you have become, I guess you're gonna get that kind of stuff and that kind of energy coming at you. But you know what? You handle it with dignity. You walk. You're very prideful in your work. You're very much business, and people see that, and I see that in you. So, but there's never much respect for you, brother.
No, I thank you so much.
Yes, I want to thank you once again for being on my show. And when we get off the phone, I'm gonna send you the app so you can check out the show today. Okay?
Thank you.
Everybody, y'all give it up for Anthony Q. Give it up for Anthony Q, y'all. Give it up. Yes.
Yeah,
Stop playing with them.
yeah, stay on the other side, Anthony. I got something for you.
Yes.
Okay?
Thanks again, Earl the Pearl.
Absolutely. Don't hang up on it.
Okay. We got J Line coming up next week.